Good morning, friends. Let's start with another topic. I came here along with some new interesting chapter of SAP, some new interesting topic. I can say that's a new topic subject, which is nothing but the SAP. Some people call it SAP and some people call it SAP. What exactly the meaning of SAP we are going to learn over here? What exactly the subject? How it will help you out in your career improvement. So what exactly the SAP? SAP is a ERP. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. What is the meaning of SAP? S stands for system, A stands for application, and P stands for product. So system, application, and product in data processing. This is the full form of SAP. Never call it SAP. SAP is something different because this SAP has been introduced by German people, in Germany, four IBM people who quit the IBM and start their own venture. They have one company which is introduced in early 60s. In the 60s, you can say that, which is nothing but the SAP. So let's start what exactly the ERP and what about the SAP. So let's start with some new interesting thing. It is very much interesting. If you're gonna learn this, so it will give you a lot of opportunity in the market. I can say that 75% of Fortune 500 companies are using SAP to boost their business. This is a kind of ERP which then help them out in each and every integrated fields. In each and every field, either they are belonging to either the Fortune 500 company belonging to the media, aerospace, manufacturing, automobiles, everywhere, FMCG. So the software will help them out in each and every field. Let's start with the SAP. So there is some content which we are going to learn over here. See what exactly is the ERP and evolution of ERP from 60 to till now. Then history of the SAP, why it is different, where is SAP, then what is RC, why it is so successful, then its architecture, then some database about the SAP, then three-tier structure, then business models of SAP. Then we have a SAP system in its modules, or how many modules of one, what exactly the modules are SAP have been using. Then some integrated example, then enterprise structure and master data. Logging into I will show you the screen of SAP, how it look like. Then SAP some transactions we are going to learn. Then ASAP methodology, mysap.com and SAP Net Viewer. So let's start one by one. So starting with the ERP. Before SAP, the term SAP come from the ERP. In ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. What I have told you all. Exactly. So this is something about the ERP board. An ERP system is a unified environment. It's a unified environment compromising a key business and management process information block and functional area. So it will help you out. I have told you in the business, just like there is a lot of department in the a big company. Just like I can take an example of company called Unilever or Hindustan Lever Limited. So they have a different department. They have a sales department. They have a manufacturing department. They have a production department. They have a HR department. They have a finance department. So these are some departments different company have. So there is something to manage these, but all departments there should be something to manage these departments. Each and every department has their some resources, their financial requirement. Each and everything is there. Just like if I'm taking the example of HR department. So in the HR department, HR manager has to take care of the HR. I mean to say resource management, then payroll management. These things has to be taken care of the HR. I mean to say employee come in, come out, and their leave planning, their time management, each and everything come under the HR side. So it is very difficult for each and every company to buy a software for each and every their department. Just like for HR, they want to buy a software. In manufacturing, I mean the production planning, they want to buy a software. Then in the finance department, it is very difficult. It is very cost effective. So if a company going to buy software for each and every department, so it is very difficult for the company to manage as well as the cost is very much high. So the company is thinking why we cannot integrate all the department into one software, which give us which gives us each and everything in a planned manner. So the concept call to integrate all these fields into all these modules in a one software which is called ERP. So ERP provide you the solution for to integrate each and every department of an organization. So they can easily manage, they can easily process those things, and information technology help them out for managing each and every I can say department or their field. To deliver consistent, reliable and detailed information, obviously they will provide in each and everything. Just like if I'm going to give you the example of, I have taken the example of HR. So in HR there is different things: resource planning, time management, and then there is a lot of things related with the payroll and all the things. So these things have easily taken care by the particular ERP for that particular module. Then to facilitate timely and quickly business decisions. So what happens? Suppose it is very easy because see somehow the one department is integrated with the other department. I can give you the example of HR is anyhow integrated with the finance, because how many days an employee coming? I mean to say, if employee there is a 30 days of work, if employee come only 20 days, then 10 days he's absent. So company has to pay only for the 20 days. So it is very important to integrate two different departments with each other over here. So finance team has to calculate. My mean to say, HR team has to calculate their present day. My mean to say, those days he's not absent. So 20 days their thing has to send to the finance department, so they can easily calculate their salary, and it is end of the month it will deposit into their account. So this is very easy for the company as well as for the employee too. Otherwise it is too difficult. If they're using different kind of software for each and every department, then HR department has to take their data, and then again they have to send those data to the finance department, and finance department might be using some different kind of software. So in the SAP it is very easy because all the module are integrated, so there is no need to go from here and there. So in a particular software, simple, you will get each and everything, and beyond this, which we are going to learn over here. So we can see that evolution of ERP, how ERP come slowly up, and now it is spreading all over the world. Not even the SAP, there is a lot of other ERP, just like Oracle have their own ERP which is called Oracle Applications, then JD Edwards, PeopleSoft. These kind of ERP has taken over by the different organizations to solve their issue, to boost their business. If they are getting each and everything on time, they are getting each and every, I can say, information on time, so it is very easy for the management team to take the decision. So it is starting with the 60s. In the 60s you can see that there is not much exactly the ERP concept, but there is something called MRP, which is material requirement planning in the 60s. Material requirement planning. So initially what happened, most of the organization manufacturing organization are concentrating on the material requirement or material management kind of thing. So they have introduced these kind of software or ERP, which is called MRP. Then it is closed loop in the 70s. Then it has been closed. So why closed? Because they are not thinking the requirement according to their requirement. The software has to be perfect. So they have closed, and they will come with the same MRP too with some enhancements. So material resource planning, in the place of requirement they put the resources planning and manufacturing resource planning. So these are the two terms they have integrated these two things, material resource planning and manufacturing resource planning, in the 80s, which is nothing but MRP2. It's the second part of the MRP. I mean to say, so initially it is 60s, you will see the MRP, single MRP, then they have closed this and they started a new enhancement version of the MRP in the 80s. Then again they think that now we have more good enough in the material management side, so they have to come something different so that they can utilize that software in their different departments. Basically, this software has been used in material management and material planning. But what about the other department like finance and sales, some other departments, production? What about those? What about those department quality? So what they have done? What they have done? They are thinking, why not we are going to use some other kind of software which help them out apart from this material management, some other uh, field also. So then they have think about the ERP, which is nothing but enterprise resource planning. So what about the ERP and what? See, here it is written that MRP and MRP only focus on manufacturing, what I have told you about. So ERP, how ERP are integrate different departments. So this is the ERP in middle. So how it is integrate each and every department. Just like I can show you the supply chain and vendor management, supply chain management and vendor management. So here you can see that supply, it is easily has been taken care by the any ERP which has any company has logistic company which has supply chain management and vendor management. Here you can see the projects and HR management is easily taken care by this and manufacturing, product and service management and delivery. So we here have seen that the MRP is only just taken care of the MRP one and MRP, I mean to say material management part. But here you can see that manufacturing, production, service management and delivery also taken care by the ERP. Then financial and accounting, which was not there in the MRP. So it is also taken care by the ERP. And last but not least, I can say the customer relationship management, which is CRM, has also taken by the ERP. This is some, I can say some kind of some fields or some integrated over there. Apart from this, there's a lot of things just like CRM. You can say SRM, which is supplier, and SRM is there. SCM, there is supply chain management, which I have shown you over here. And after that, you can say project management is there, which is also I have talked to you about. Then production management is there, quality management is there. So each and everything we can see and we can integrate over here. So all these fields or these modules have been integrated in the simple ERP, which is nothing but enterprise resource planning. So the enterprise resource planning has been taken care by each and every department. So now I have come, so I have told you about the ERP. ERP is a parent, I can say. So every there is a ERP is a parent. So ERP has some different child. I can say that. So in the ERP we have a Oracle application. I have told you in the ERP we have SAP. In the ERP we have PeopleSoft. We have a JD Edwards and some other also ERP, Microsoft and some IBM ERP. But basically we are learning about the SAP. So we'll start with the SAP ERP. So what about the SAP? So SAP, the SAP stands for System Application and Products in Data Processing. So this is the full form of SAP, which is called someone called SAP, which is absolutely wrong. Don't even call SAP. This is SAP. So System Application Product in Data Processing. Now it is an ERP software facilitate the flow of information among all the processes. See, this is the word which I want to focus over here. I want to put focus over here among all the processes. Among all the processes in the sense, what we have seen here, this is the processes, different processes. HR management, project management, manufacturing, production planning, finance, account, customer CRM, SRM. So these are things are among all the processes of an organization supply chain. So all the software, all the department of an organization club together with the help of these kind of software. So ERP products are available from several vendors. I have told you such as SAP and Oracle. Oracle, I have told you about the Oracle application. So these are the some vendors. The ERP software leader is SAP AG. AG is something Germany. It is used in German. SAP AG with the SAP R3 system. We are going to learn about the R3 system in the next slides. Basically, RC is real time. R stands for real time 3 system. It's a German based software company. Basically, it is inbuilt in the German. I have told you, founded in 1972 for former IBM employees. So IBM employees, four former IBM employees have quit their job from the IBM, and they have made one software which is nothing but the SAP to track and manage in real time sales, production, finance, accounting, and human resources in an enterprise. These are the some department or fields of an organization, but there is a lot of other things which we can integrate over here. Then history of the SAP. What exactly the history? The first version of the SAP flagship enterprise software was the financial accounting. The first software which has come in 1972 or 3, it's nothing but a financial software, because at that time MRP was there. So actually the problem is like when the person is working for a particular software, or user is working on a particular software, so it is very difficult to convince them to switch into another software. So initially they have, because the financial account, that time there is no financial accounting software in ERP, in the ERP form has come. So initially they have introduced the SAP in the financial accounting system. Then this was replaced by R2. R1 is a single tier application, and R2 is two-tier application at the end of the 70s. Then R2 was in a mainframe. Basically it is a mainframe. Mainframe is an IBM technology based business application software suite that was very successful in 80s and 90s. So initially R2 has come in the 80s and 90s. It is started in the 70s and it is run till 90. So R2. Then R3 is officially launched in 6 July 1992. So 1992 R3 has come. This is a three-tier architecture. So there is a three layer of the software. My mind is a presentation layer, application layer, and one other layer. These three layers have been introduced over here. So it was renamed SAP ERP. SAP RC, in the place of RC they have used SAP ERP, and later again ECC, Enterprise Core Component. This is ECC. Nowadays when you asking about the SAP, they will give you the SAP ECC, which is nothing but Enterprise Core Component. So SAP come to dominate the large business application market over the next 10 years. Then SAP ECC 5 ERP is the successor of SAP R3 4.7. So you can see that initially they have used the term SAP R3 4.7, but now the term has been changed with the SAP ECC 5.0, which is ECC stands for Enterprise Core Component. So you can see that now most of the organization in the global Fortune 500, most of the organization has been used the SAP to solve their issue in the technical side. So the newest version of the suite is SAP ECC 6.0. So the latest one is 6.0. What makes the SAP different? So one information system is an enterprise. It is an one information system. It's an inbuilt ERP system where you will get lot of components. So it will give you the resolution of each and every field of an organization, what the organization is looking for. That he will purchase one software, so or implement one software which helps them out in their each and every department. So SAP provides this kind of facility so that any company, any manufacturing company or service industry will take the software and it will help them out in their each and every segment. Then all application access common data. I have told you, because each and every department are integrated with each other, so it is very easy to use the common data. Then real events in the business initiate transactions. So here all the real events we can see that we can do through the transactions. It's like if anybody want to create a purchase order for any product, so there is a transaction. With the help of that they can create a purchase order in the system, and that purchase order directly go to the material department, and from material department it will go to the client side. So accounting is done automatically by the events in sales and production. Where the accounting come, where the finance and accounting will come? It come after sales and production. So after sales and production, accounting will automatically come, because it's all the department are integrated with each other, either sales or production or accounting. These are the department are integrated with each other. See, actually, when you're going to raise one purchase order, so there should be some taxes. So that taxes is also through accounting department, because accounting department introduce the taxes and all the things. Taxes and all the things. So that's why it is easy for the organization to integrate accounting department, the sales and production. Sales can be seen in products can be delivered. It is easy. When the product is delivered, you can see the sales. So you can find out at the end of the day how much sales we have done, how much production has been done in the our manufacturing department or production department. The production schedules are driven by sales. Obviously, when the sales is much more, when the production has been done, then the sales department has to sell their product. So it's a sales is directly proportional with the production. So these things are integrated with each other. The whole system is designed to be real time and not historical. So these are the system which is designed real time. It is not historical. So what exactly is going on in the company, it will show you that data. Where is SAP? It's the number one enterprise application software nowadays in the market. Number three, software overall worldwide. You can see that most of the Fortune 500 companies are using SAP nowadays. 75% of the global Fortune 1000 run SAP. So almost 750 companies, you can see out of 1000 companies, 750 companies has been used SAP. The market leading software solution for large, not for the large, even they have software for mid-sized companies also. So you can see that. So SAP provides the software not for the large or big organization, for a small organization also. See, SAP R3, what I have told you about. R stands for real time. R3 stands for architecture. So R3 is 3-tier architecture, real time 3-tier architecture. So it's a worldwide usage designed to satisfy the information needs for business sizes. I told you, if the company is large, the solution will be large, the requirement will be large. According to that, they will customize the software. So SAP has I can say, a kind of functionality, so that according to the requirement of customer, we can easily customize the software. It is not that the standard one we have to follow this only. No, we can customize. See, I can show you the example. I can give you an example. See, in the different countries, there is different tax scenario. Suppose in India we have a VAT, service tax, and different things. Might be in the US something different. So according to that, we have to customize our software. So SAP provides the facility. With the help of that, you can customize the software. You can put your own taxes according to the requirement. So it is international to local. Any kind of company, international or local company, multilingual, multi-currency. Multi-currency in the sense, some companies also dealing with different currencies. So they have dealing with euro, dollar, pound, yen, different currencies. So SAP provides the functionality, so you can deal with different currencies also. My mentor says, but most of the big companies has offices in the US, UK, Japan. So SAP provide you the facility, so you can deal also with their own currency, not even the rupee only. So designed to satisfy the information needs for all industry. As I have told you, industry solutions, it kind of enable a company to link its business process. It will link the business process with the SAP. It ties together disparate business function, integrated business solution. It provides, helps the organization to run smoothly. It will help in the organization to run very smoothly. So there is no hesitation or there is no trouble to work on this kind of software, it will very easily running and you will get each and every information very easy. It's a real-time environment. Whatever you are doing, you will get the real time. If companies, so some manufacturing company have sold their 10 products, it will show their 10 products only, not 11 products. Then scalable and flexible, it will, you can easily calculate, and it will flexible is in the sense it's very flexible. You can think out most what happens if the company using some legacy software. Suppose initially most of the company nowadays, most of the small company are using tally software for their financial needs. So what the company wants all the tally software data should be moved to the SAP. So what we are doing, we are transferring the data from legacy system to SAP or ERP. So transferring the data from legacy system to ERP, it is very easy in the SAP. So the company which is using some other kind of software apart from the SAP, that they are using some other software and they want to move into the SAP. So SAP provides them facility to move those data with the data even in our SAP. So at the end of the day, they will not lose their data, whatever they have restricted for this. Why SAP ER3 has been successful? See, I've told you multilingual, secure information. You will get very secure. The SAP provides the secure information. You can't do here and there in the SAP. Whatever the data you will get actual data and the secure data. Multi-currency, I have told you, you can use the company who is working in the different countries or different countries. So in the different countries, they have different currencies. So SAP help them out to work in a different company with different currencies. Then integrated, these are the integrated with each other. All this is the ERP, and this is their different department. Basically the SAP is here and SAP different department is here. So SAP provides them so they can integrate with each other. Then best business practice, he got award for the best business practice. The enterprise wide, we have a enterprise wide different work which we can integrate over here. Then why SAP has been successful till now? Why it is so much successful that Fortune 500 companies has taken the SAP ERP. Over here, see, real-time processing with the integrated suite of client-server application. I have told you this is real-time. You will not get any data which is not related with your work. So whatever the data you will get the real-time picture. I have told you, if you sell 10 products of your organization, so you will get only 10 products data, their, I can say, sales order and each and everything. So about you will not get any fake data over here. Very comprehensive. It is open. Anyone can understand, anyone can read. It is very open. There is no fake data you can use over here in the SAP. This is business process oriented. See, when you doing some business, so there is some process has been taken care by that particular business. So SAP provides that you can use whatever the business process have you using, you can use that business process. So business process orientation, you can use that business process into SAP. Fully integrated business process, fully integrated. So you can utilize, I have told you, all the department, different department, you can integrate into single software, which is nothing but the SAP, single software. You can easily integrate all the software over here. Then modular structure is very modular. There is no one getting any issue in the modular structure. You can easily understand these things. Then international yet consistent. international, it is internationally recognized. So each and every, not even the domestic, I mean, not even the Indian market, you can use in the international market also. So there is no issue. It is running consistently in the UK or US market also. To provide the maximum flexibility and scalability. Provide the maximum flexibility. It will provide you the maximum flexibility. You can move here, there you can switch very easily. It will provide the scalability. You can easily calculate over here. You can easily calculate over here. Maximum flexibility and scalability. You can easily calculate over here. So there is no any issue while you're running this kind of software over here. Strong background in future technologies. Strong background for future technologies. Nowadays, what happens? SAP come with the different kind of technology apart from their R3 system, which you can easily use in your laptop or desktop. But SAP come with some innovative technologies nowadays. What is those technologies? Now the SAP has come with the mobile technologies, which is SAP Mobi. You can see that. So whatever the data you are getting in your system, you can easily see in your mobile also. So SAP provide this kind of facility. So SAP provide you the flexibility of I can say that apart from the mobile, they are also coming the cloud computing, which is nowadays in the market. Cloud computing. So SAP coming into the cloud computing. In the future, we will see that SAP coming into the. There is two things in SAP. One, it is an R3 running, but future what they want to see the things through URL. Suppose a person, MD of a company who is not using SAP, but he wants all the data to be seen by him, either related to the sales, either related with the production and all. So how it is possible if he cannot see with the SAP screen. So how it is possible? So what the SAP will provide them, it will come with the I can say that not just come with the URL based, net based. So what we can do in the net based, company will give you the one URL. With the help of that, you can easily check all the information which is related with the particular department, either it is sales or it is a production. So you can easily understood what exactly is going on in the office, what exactly going on in the different departments. So it is very easy for them also. Second thing, then OSS 24-hour support. This is the very important concept of the SAP. You will get 24/7 hour support, 24/7. I mean to say 7 days, 24 hours. So you will get the all full support. These things you will find out. You can easily understand these concepts. OSS 24/7. So anytime, suppose a company have plant in different countries, manufacturing plant. I can give you the example of some product. Some company called just like Nestle. I can give you the example. They have manufacturing plant in the US. They have manufacturing plant in UK, India. So company want to take care of their each and every plant through SAP. See, timings of US, UK and India change. When the timings are different, when it is night here, then morning time at the US. So it is 24/7 shift. So employee has to work 24/7 to understand the manufacturing of different countries over here. Then we have architecture of SAP. How we will go through the architecture of the SAP. So here is central relational database. We have a central relation database here. You can see that we have a central relation database. Example, Oracle and many others. See, every product, every software obviously run without, it will not run without database. There should be some database with the help out companies run. I mean to say the product software will run. So there is a database which is nothing but has been used by Oracle and many others. Oracle and many others. You can see that Oracle and many others. So this is central relationship database. And this is a client server, three-tier architecture, client and server. See, client server, I have told you in the, I think when I have taught you the IT. Then there is a client server database. What exactly the client server database? Client want something. So this is the client server database. If the client has ordered something over here, then the server will send, client will send you the request, the server will respond. This is kind of client server database facility. Then ERP component. What exactly the ERP component of the software? So it's oriented towards common identifiable business modules like PP. PP is what? PP stands for production planning. So ERP has to be integrated with the PP, production planning, material management, SD, sales and distribution, FI, stands for finance, CO, controlling, HR, human resources. So these are some modules or some departments basically has been used in different organizations. If any manufacturing department, I can give you the example. If you're going to take the example of, I can see the Maruti company, this automobile company. So they have their production plan, they have material management plan, they have sales plan, they have finance department, controlling, which is nothing but related with the finance also. Then they have their HR. So these all are departments has to be integrated with each other. Then only product will be complete. And there is some add-ons. Add-ons in the sense there is something which is additional to these things, which is nothing but CRM, which is customer relationship management, which I have told you. CRM is nothing but where customer basically provide the relationship with their client. This is the customer relationship management. And supply chain management, which is nothing but come into the logistics. Then product life cycle management, which is nothing but related with the production planning. How the life cycle of the product it is, we can calculate with the help of product life cycle management, which is come under the ERP only. Then this is the three-tier architecture what I have told you about. This is the R3 technology environment. See, this is the R3 technology. Where the SAP has been come. Initially, we can see the hardware, your system, your CPU. Then we have operating system, software. Then we have a database. Then after that we have a SAP screen. So how we will start with the, initially I will start with the hardware, which is nothing but your system, Unix system, which is Bull, Digital, HP, Sun Microsystem, SNI, IBM, whatever you want, it is Unix system, operating system. Then we have your this is the what you call system, Compact, Zenith, Data General, HP, IBM. Then IBM, this is the processor, AS400, IBM S300, this is your hardware. These all come under the hardware. Then we have a software over here, operating system, AIX, Digital Unix, HP, Reliant, Unix, Solaris. Then here is Windows NT, which is nothing but operating system. Then OS400, OS390. Then we have a database, ADABAS DB2, Informix Online Oracle, that same SQL Server in Oracle, DB2 400, DB2 390. Then we have a SAP GUI. It is GUI, GUI, SAP, you can see that SAP GUI. GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. GUI, which is nothing but GUI. So SAP GUI. So we can run this Windows 3.1, 95 NT, OST, Motif, OS2, Presentation Manager, PM, Macintosh and Java. What is the operating system? It can run NT 95 PM. Then languages, which is languages we can use? ABAP, C, C++, HTML, Java, ActiveX, Control. See, ABAP 4. 4 is stands for fourth generation language. Oblique 4 is stands for fourth generation language. So ABAP 4 have been used over here in the SAP. This is the technical side of the what we have learned till now. What we have learned till now, these things. These are PP, MM, SD, FI, CU, HR, which is nothing but production planning, material management, sales and distribution, finance, controlling, and HR. These are the financial side. These are functional side. These are the functional side. Now we have to, for technical, we have a ABAP 4, which is going to ABAP. ABAP is a stand for, we learn there, Advanced Business Application Programming. ABAP. We will go through when ABAP, then we'll learn about the ABAP also. Then relational database. Till now we have learned about the ERP, about the SAP, some different things. Now we are going to learn about the relational database. What exactly the relational database? I have told you, I think, about the database. What exactly the database? Database is nothing, a kind of raw information which we are going to put raw material, raw information, which we are going to convert into the useful information. I mean to say, whatever we want, we can keep those things, and whatever don't want, we can side out. So these are there is some tables in the database. We have a table defines a link, thousands of table information. In each table, see what happened in the SAP. SAP, whatever the screen you're gonna open, when you log in, it is stored the information into one table. When whatever you are doing, it will store the information into another table. So SAP basically in the database, you will get lot of tables. In each table have their own different work. I mean to say, if you're looking for some table related with the finance, some finance table, so they have a financial data. If you're looking for HR table, so they have a HR data. Like that, different kind of tables are there, which they can store in different values. Then what the advantages? You will get consistent and accurate data. Consistent and accurate data you will get, whatever the data, because you are feeding data on your own, so you supposed to be, you are feeding proper data, accurate data. So common definition in terms, you will get all common definitions. Shared but restricted uses. There is something example I can say you that SAP has give you all the authority, but anytime you can authorize those authority for some particular purpose. Some example. I do not want that employee salary has been seen by each and everyone. So I can restrict those things. So I can restrict those things so that any employee cannot see or cannot check the other employee's salary. So this is the restriction I will provide in SAP, which is very important and which is very useful also. Example, if I do not want someone to see my profile, so I will restrict my profile that someone cannot use that. So eliminate data redundancy. We have a facility with the help of that we can eliminate the data redundancy easily. We can eliminate over here from here also. Then we have SAP database. You can see that each and every department have their own database. Finance and database, finance and controlling are come with all these things. Whatever the work going on in any organization, it's come under finance only. Work come under the finance. So I can say that each and everything has to go through finance. Either you can take quality management, project system management, plant maintenance, production planning, sales distribution, material management, HR, assistant management. So all the things go through finance only, finance and controlling. This is the workflow, and these all things related with the Oracle database requirement over there. So it connect through SAP Oracle database. Whatever it is, SAP can use a number of database programs to actually store the data. So these are some database program which basically used to store the data, Oracle, DB2, SQL. Basically, most of the time we are using Oracle only. So I can say that Oracle is major has been used as a database over here in the SAP. So these are the different departments which have been go through the finance. Either you can take the QM, either quality management, project system, plant maintenance, production planning, sales distribution, material management, HR, human resource, or assistant management. So these are go through the finance. So finance, I can say this is the upper part of anything. Upper, you can say the father of anything. So finance. So finance, everything has to be go. Then client server environment, I will show you what exactly the client. Client is nothing but the software or hardware combination that take a request for a service from a central processing of resources. I will tell you that client and server has been worked through like that. Client will send you the request, combination that make a request for a service, any request for any service, it will go to the server and server provides you the response. So this is nothing but a client. Client is server. Server is also software hardware combination that can provide services to a group of clients in a control environment. Server basically not providing the information a single client, but it can provide the information to multiple clients. Number of clients, a group of clients I can say. So server provides the information to the not even single client, it will provide the group of clients. So there is a single server but multiple clients. So it will provide the information to the multiple client over here. So it's kind of client server application. Number 3 is 3-tier SAP structure. What exactly is the 3-tier SAP structure? There is 3 things I have shown you over here. One is GUI, graphical user interface. GUI is stands for graphical user interface or web interface. You can call anything either GUI, graphical user interface, or web interface. And second version is application server. Here application server is nothing but your server where you are doing the work, so it is called application server. And third one is database server. Database server is what, where database has been stored, either Oracle, what I have seen over here. This is nothing but a database server. Your database server is here, where you will store the data which is coming from the different departments. So GUI, where you interacting with the system, application is inside the system, and then database system, database server, you will get each and every. So I can say that GUI is a single graphical user or web service. It can be used anywhere, graphical user interface. Application server, one or more, many as per the requirement. And database server is a single location server. So anyone can access these database from anywhere in the world. This is all about the client server environment. Nothing but this is RC system configuration. In this slide we have reached. The client system, RC is nothing but system configuration. RC is a client system architecture. This is a central system. This is the central system. In the central system, what I have told you about, we have a database, we have an application, we have a presentation. These 3 things we have over here in the database. We have seen here. We have seen here, this is the database server. This 3-tier, in the 3-tier architecture, we have seen that in the 3-tier database server, application and presentation. Presentation server is nothing but your GUI, graphical user interface. So we have seen the graphical user interface. We have seen the application server. we have seen the database server. This is central processing system. This is central system of your SAP. And this in the two-tier architecture, what we have seen, there is only two servers, presentation server and database and application server. This is the presentation server and presentation and server. So in the two-tier architecture, what happened? Database and application are combined. There is no separate database and application system which is differentiated over here. But here it is combined. So there is it's a two-tier architecture. And you can see in the three-tier architecture, presentation server is different, application server and database server. So the application server is between the database server and presentation server. So that's why it is three-tier architecture. So your application server is nothing but your internet transaction web services, which is directly related to your web enabled. So it is basically it is used in the web server. So your application server is nothing but your web server directly. Right? So you can easily, I can say, bifurcate between the two-tier and three-tier architecture. In the two-tier, database server and application server are integrated with each other, but in the three-tier architecture, they are different. Application server and database server are two different servers. So in the R3 system configuration, one host is responsible for all processing tasks. Which is the host? This is the host. For all the tasks done by host. So R3 configuration system. To web enable the SAP application, a web server and the ITS, which is nothing but internet transaction services, are needed. In the R3 server, we need internet transaction services. The web service and the services for the ITS can run on one server onto the dedicated server. The presentation is the configuration is provided by the internet browser. So internet browser has been used over here to work as a host. Then in the three-tier configuration, you can use two hosts for the three tiers using data from the database server. Several different application servers can operate at the same time. To ensure that the load on the individual server is as even as possible, and to achieve optimal performance, you can use a special application server for individual application areas such as sales, planning, distribution, and financial accounting. So here what they are asking that for distribute the load apart from one particular department, if you want to take for each and every department, you want to take particular application servers, so you can take, it will reduce the load. So an alternative two-tier configuration to install powerful desktop system and use those for presentation and application. So here in the two-tier, because we integrate presentation and application server each other, so they are asking to install a powerful desktop which have a powerful RAM, hard drive. So this type of configuration is particularly used for the expensive applications such as simulation for software developers. Then next, the two-tier R3 system configuration is usually implemented using a special presentation server that are responsible solely for formatting a graphical interface. Many R3 system users use PC with Microsoft Windows installed, for example, presentation server. So here what they are asking that we can use the Microsoft installs of Windows, which directly we can use as a presentation server. In a central R3 system configuration, a host is responsible for all processing tasks. So you can see here basic system three-tier components hierarchy. See, you can see there is a three server: presentation server, application server, and database server. So basically input output data to user. This is the from application server. When you are going to write any command in the SAP, it will go to the application server and it will give you the application. From application server it will go to the database. From database it will access and it will show you on your presentation server. So what exactly the use of these servers? Basically presentation server of the proceed data through the user. So it will proceed the data. And processing of data using application logic, we are writing whatever the logic we are writing to fetch the data. Basically we are doing here in application server. Then the database server is responsible for storage all the data, and it will pull out. We are going to pull out. What does R3 database contain? What exactly the R3 database contains? R3 database, which is nothing but a real-time third R3 system, which is database. It is contain client information, customizing objects, repository objects, and global settings. R3 database, whatever the client is nothing but your client information, client, then customizing object. Customizing in the sense if you want to do some changes, any particular file or any particular I can say that in any memo or any sales order, whatever the customize you want to do customizing, it will store in the R3 database system. Then if you are doing some repository object, it will store over here, and global settings also store over here in the R3 system. Then client and autonomous unit in R3 system. Autonomous unit, it is a different one. Autonomous unit in R3 system with regard to commercial law, organization, and data. You can see that client is directly related with the master data, user master, user records, user authorization, customizing data, and application data. So these three things related with the client. So client can easily access these things without any failure, or without any hesitance. Then we have a three common client roles. What exactly the role of the clients? You can see there is a three server in the SAP. SAP has three servers. Number one is the custom QT, ST, and prod. Cust is a stand for customizing. So here what we are doing, here we are developing our developing our coding. We are doing the developing part over here in the customer server. It is configuration of client settings and creating a new functionality. Suppose I want to create one new PO. So initially I will do over here, I will create one new PO for my client, or I want to create some sales order, or I want to do some changes, I want to add some resources into my company. So whatever I want to do, I will do over here in the customer side or developing side. So whatever I have done, I will do over here, and then I will move these changes into the quality. Quality, what I will do in the quality I will test. These two things have been taken care by an employee, a service part. I can say that for whom the employee is working. So these two things, remember the development part and quality checking. Quality means checking, testing. Testing part has been taken care by the employee. So here is the functionality testing and verification of the configuration. Here we are doing, when we are going to move these changes into the quality, and we assure that whatever the changes or whatever the configuration we have done, all are perfect, then those things have been moved to the production. So production, we will see the live data. Live data we will see in the production, the productive activities and the business data. So here you can see the productive activities or live data. Basically these data has seen by the client only. Production data, because they want to see something in their own side. So production server, most of the time, 100% of the time, it is with the client. So at the end of the month or at the end of the day, they want to check something, so they can easily see their production data. Now the client roles. What exactly the roles of the client? So there is 4 again server, which is nothing but number one, sandbox, test, training, and pre-production. Additional, this is the client roles, or you can see that. So whatever the sandbox is, sampling, customizing, transaction, and setting. This is sample. Sandbox is nothing but where you can do the R&D. This is a server. Sandbox is nothing but a server in the SAP where you can do the R&D. Before moving to the development server even, You can do the R&D in the sandbox. And test server. Test server is basically when you have done your development part. Now you want to go some further side. I mean, you want to move one more step. Whatever the development you have done in the development server, when you want to move those things into quality, then you can test with the more data over here in the test server. Then we have a training server. In the training server, basically it is used for end user. End user in the sense, suppose you are working company called TCS and you got the project of Hindustan Unilever Limited, HUL. So you are responsible for develop something for Hindustan Unilever according to their requirement. If they want something customizing, so you are, as an employee of TCS, you are responsible because you got the project of HUL. So you are responsible to deploy the project on time with all the customizing needs. So obviously when you do the customization or when you doing the implementation of SAP ERP, so you have to provide training to Hindustan Lever people because they don't know what exactly the SAP, how we can use the SAP. They don't know XYZ of SAP. So what exactly the after implementation, so what your responsibility as a TCS employee, as a TCS company, you have to train the end user. So end user customer training environment, you can create one server which is nothing but a training server. In the training server, you have to guide your end user, your customer to understand what exactly the work, how work is going on in the SAP side. And this is the pre-production. Pre-production is activity which we are doing before production, to start the production activities. Just like I want the Hindustan Unilever using, suppose, a product called, and the finance side, a product which is they are using what some other financial software using, they are using Tally, and they want to move the Tally data into the SAP. So what we are doing, configure environment for the load of legacy data. Tally data is nothing but a legacy data prior to the start of the productive activity. So what TCS will do, TCS will move the data from the legacy system to the SAP. So they will move the data from legacy system to the pre-production with the help of some integrated system just like IDOC and all. This is the additional client roles. You can see that here the same what I have told you about the common client role which is client has been doing, which we have learned: customization, quality, and production. See, for anything, if you have done something in development server, you want to move those things into the quality server for testing purpose, even for yourself. So you can't directly move those things into the quality server. There is some concept called ticket request TR, ticket request, which is called, through which each and every changes have been moved to the quality. So you have to create one request through which all the changes what you have done in the development server has to be moved to the quality server. So through which you are doing whatever the changes you have done, you can move through that request to the quality server. Then after testing in the quality server, then again TR, ticket requests have been moved to the production server. When your customer, your Hindustan Lever, give you the assurance that yes, whatever you have done, I have checked and it is perfect. So from there you have to move those things into the production system with the help of transport request, which is called transport request. So transport request basically moves one system to another system and from another system to another system. So transport request will help you out to move each and every data from one system to another system. Object migration, how to do correction and transport. See the transport request over here. This is called the transport, correction and transport request. So it will move like this. Program A, version A, it will move to the quality. Program A in version 1. Then program A version 2, move to the again version 1 and move to the version 2. Then program A version 3, then again move to the version 3. So this is the way we are moving the program or anything from one to another with the help of transport. You can see that this is the original and over here it is coming to the, so from development server it will come to the quality or testing server through the transport. Now everything has been moved. See in the program A table A screen A, program A table A screen A, everything has been moved from export to import. I mean to say from development server to quality server. Now the customer has tested over here in the quality server and he has given you the green signal that I have done my testing in the quality server and I found that each and everything is okay. Now you can move those changes into the production system or live system. Then only you have to move those changes into the production system. Otherwise it will give you the dump or it will give you some inconsistency or it will give you some more I can say more issues in future. So without permission of your client you can't move anything from quality system to the production system. So you need, I can say, the mail or your anything to move these changes into the production system. Now geographic based clients, suppose America, Europe and Japan. These three clients are here. You can see that America R3 system are using, Europe is also using R3 system and Japan is also using the R3 system. So these three systems are here, America, Japan and Europe. So in the SAP what we have, for each and every client, I can say that America has client, Europe has client and Japan has client. For each and every client we have some client number. You can see the client number. For America is 010, for Europe is 020, for Japan is 030. It has been given example. So you can recognize your client with the help of this client number. So I am working for company, any American company, so my client is 010. If I am working for any European company, so my client is 020. If I am working for any Japanese company, client is 030. So each and every country's client recognized by their client number over here. So you will, when you log on your SAP, you will get this client number over there. So simple SAP landscape, how it is landscape work over here. You can see there is a three department, development, testing and production. Each and every department has their own database, own server. So you can see that in the development department we have a development server, presentation server. Whatever you do, changes or you're writing a code, everything it will go to the database server. Here testing we have application server and testing server. Why? Because you can't write any code in the testing server. You can't do anything in the testing server, you only can test. So testing server, application server for your checking all the things and testing server. In the production server, only we have one server, that's it, production. So you can't do here and there in the production server because it's a live. It's in real time, it's a live. You can't do anything into the real memory state in the production server. Whatever you can do, you want to do, you can do in the development server. Whatever the development you want to do some customizing. Everything you have to do in the development server. From development server, it will create a transport request through which it will go to the testing server, and again testing server there is a transport request has been generated. Sorry, there is no transport request has been generated in the quality testing quality server. The in the development server, whatever the development you have done, that only have been moved to the production server if everything is okay in the quality server. Then business model. What exactly is the business model? Collection of logically related transactions with identifiable. This is collection of logically related transactions. Logically related transaction in the sense some transactions are logically related with each other. We are going to see this. We are going to see this logically related transactions over here. This is the term have been used over here. Logically related transaction within identifiable business functions. So you can see that logically related transaction within identifiable business functions, just like PP. PP stands for production planning, and what is the meaning of production planning? It's make. Are you going to make something? Are you going to make something? That is make. Then I have MM, material management, which is nothing but for buy. You're making for what? You're making to buy something. So buy. SD stands for sales and distribution. Sales and distribution. You need to sell those things. Sell. You need to sell those things. Then FI stands for financial accounting and controlling. Track. Here we are tracking something. My mind is tracking in the sense of money. We are financial accounting and controlling. We are tracking something. Here it is something related to the money. HR, human resources. So keep it in the mind what exactly the PP make, then MM buy, SD sell, FI track, and HR, which is nothing but the human resource. Then this is the SAP system what we have seen initially. This is a CECC, which is enterprise core, which I have shown you. Then client server application, it is ABAP core. So what exactly these are? See, ABAP basically used in everywhere. This is a technical thing. So technical has been used everywhere and is in every functional work. So starting with ABAP, it is related with the finance accounting, financial, controlling, asset management, or treasury, workflow, industry solution IS, and HR, plant maintenance, quality management, production planning, material management, SD. Everywhere we need some technical things. We need some technicality. Either it is related with SD, MM, PP, QM, PM, HR, IS, workflow, TR, AM, CO, FI. Everywhere we need. You can see that these all where everywhere we need ABAP. ABAP is nothing but a developer who develop the things related with all these functionality. All these functionality have been developed by ABAP only. So developer is ABAP. Remember, it's a technical work which is you can call the programmer. Programmer here in SAP is ABAP, and these are the functional. They are doing their functional work over here. They are SD consultant doing SD related part, MM material management related part, PP consultant will doing production plans, FI consultant will relate to the finance part, then FI CO both are integrated with each other, AM related with the AM part, then TR, these are treasury or some all, they are doing their own part. Then you can see that these are the SAP modules which we are going to. I have given you this small work what the each and every module is doing. See, starting with the FI. What exactly the FI is doing? FI stands for finance. So what they are doing, what the finance will do? They will start with general ledger, booking, book close, tax, account receivable, account payable, asset management, which is come under the FI only, SAP AM, then consolidation, then special ledgers. These are the some responsibility of the FI. Then controlling in the cost elements, cost centers, profit centers, internal orders, activity based control costing, and product costing. These are come under the controlling CO. Then PS, make to order, planned shutdowns such as projects, third party billing on a back of projects. BEP is project system, P is stand for project system. Then HR, human resource, then employee history, payroll, training, career management and succession planning. So these are some of the responsibility of the HR. Then PM, labor, material, downtime and outage. This is plant maintenance. Plant maintenance, labor, it will taken care of labor, material, downtime and outage. Then MM stand for material management. What they are doing? Requisitions, purchase orders, goods receipts, accounts payable come under FI or MM both. Inventory management, which is MM. BOM, bill of material. BOM is stand for bill of material. BOM. Then we have master raw material, finished goods, etc. These are the something related with the MM. Then we have a QM. QM stands for quality management. Then we have in the QM we have a planning, execution, inspection, certificates. After each and everything, a product have been certified that now this product has to go into the market, then it will give you the green signal that this product has to be in the market. So here the certificate will come. Then we have a PP, production planning. In the capacity planning, master production scheduling, material requirement planning and shop floor, which is come under the PP. Then we have SD. SD stands for sales and distribution. RFQ, sales order, pricing, picking in the order and warehouse process, packing and the shipping. Then BW, business warehouse. BW stands for business warehouse. Data extraction for source system, some technical and functional transformation of data, storage of the data in what are called info provider, reporting which uses the info provider. These are the BW. And last is ABAP. It's really not really a module. A stand for Advanced Business Application Programming. I told you ABAP stand for Advanced. A stand for Advanced, B Business, A Application, P Programming, and this is the structured programming language for custom development including reports. So we are also creating reports over here. So integration. What exactly the integration? How we integrate these all? You can see that. Start with the production. If the production starts, I need to get sales order. If you're doing the sales, then you need to get a sale. You will get the sales order. It will go two ways. It will also go to the MM side for MRP, and will also go into CO, memo to FI side, financial side. So there is a two way to go in the sales order. It will go into to the PICO, and then it will go to the MM. Then MRP will create it. Then purchase requisition will create it and purchase order. Then it will go to goods receipt. Then again goods receipt go to the FICO for all your financial work. Then again it will go to the stock and consumption account updated over here in the production. So this is the cycle from PP. Start with the PP, then it will go to SI, SD, SD to the MM, MM to again it will go to the FICO, then again it will move. This is the cycle. Then we have a enterprise structure over here. What exactly the enterprise structure over here? So we can see that we have a group. Group is it will differentiate into two parts. Group is nothing but your client. Differentiated in two parts: company and affiliate. So company has a company code. Every company has a company code. So company has their company code, and group is the client. Client which I have shown you, there's America and Europe and Japan. In the previous slide we have seen the group. This is nothing but a client and company code. Factory. Here we don't use the factory. We are using the word plant. So here factory comes under plant. Then sales department. In the sales department come under sales organization. Sales organization come under the sales. Sales department come under sales organization. In the sales department we have a four part: wholesale and retail, which is nothing but your distribution. Either they want a wholesale or retail, it is distribution. Then product line, it is division. Then factory has a storage location, which is nothing but a storage location over here. So something, it is enterprise planning over here. Then master data. What exactly the master data? How will import this or will export this? So master data is important long-term data stored within a SAP system. So this is the master data. A floppy drive shown over here, and it is showing over here inside this CPU. So master data is nothing but which is you can store in the SAP for long time. Vendor, customer, plants, ID, chart of accounts, and the product number or are all example of information that is stored in the master data record. So master data, you will get vendors, customers, plant ID, chart of accounts, product number. So each and everything you will get over here in master data. A document is data created in association with the particular business event is a transaction. You're doing the transaction over here. Sales order, purchase order, material requisitions, general ledger posting, and all examples document is stored in the SAP. Every document created in SAP is assigned to a document number that is uniquely identified. Each and every document, whatever you are doing, it's easily identifiable by master data. So master data has been over there for each and everything. So you can see that you will get the master data for FI, you will get the master data for PP, you will get master data for MM. So for each and every department or for each and every, I can say, module, you will get the master data. Logging on into SAP GUI. SAP GUI is nothing but graphical user interface. I have told you about this. So logging on SAP GUI. How will login on over here and how will go through this? See, to log on to the SAP R3 system within the SAP GUI, which is nothing but GUI, you need to proprietary SAP GUI graphical user interface software loaded into our system and an internet connection. See, when you want to go into SAP logon pad, obviously this software has to be installed into your system. Just like example, if you want to log on a Gmail, suppose example a Gmail. So Gmail should be in your system. Otherwise, you can't. You have to open gmail.com or forget this. If you want to log on into the your system, so there should be some operating system, just like Windows what we are using. So there is I can say functionality of the Windows where you can log in out and you can give your login ID, you can give your password. So this is SAP GUI are doing. So SAP GUI provide you the login pad where you can log on and you can give your ID and password. So that ID password, if it will match with your initially given login ID password, then you can enter into the system, otherwise it will give you the error. So account on the SAP RP system and hosting site. So there should be an internet connection, then all it will work. Master data where done. See, this is the SAP GUI screen. This is the SAP GUI screen. First, you need to tell the SAP GUI which system you want to go to. See here. Here you will get the description of each and every system. Here you will get the description of each and every system. Like if you want just like development system, quality system, and production system. Then sandbox. So all the system description you will get over here. If you don't have any system, then you have to start with the new item. You have to click over here and then it will give you the new system details. So you have to put each and everything and then you can connect with the SAP. So if you don't have any system defined, click on the new item. So you will get, see, you will get now when you when you going to the give all the details in the new item, it will come over here. See, SAP Server 5. So when you're going to click over here, then you put the log on. So select the system and you put double click on the log on button. So you will get this kind of this is the definition. You will see that you can see the definition over here. How I have given the new item of this SAP Server 5. This is the way we have given. I have given the text description over here. Then I have given the address of system over here, which is connected with your application system. So application server over here, so it will connect to your application server. Routing, basically it is not required. Then we have given the system ID word. This is the system ID. This is the logical name. Basically this is the logical name of your system. Then system number, basically 00. Most of the time it says 00, but not always. Then you have to choose the system R3 or R2. So basically nowadays we are working on R3. So R3 system selected. Then you will, when this all has to be done, then you will get this over here. This all has to be done, then you will get this over here. So SAP user IDs and password. So basically SAP GUI system ID is one IS4 over here. IS4 description is IS4 SAP ERP 2005 6.0. Application server I have given this. System number this. Client number 225. Student IDs and password, which is case sensitive. ID I have written here is student ID and password because we are over here. So student ID and password. And passwords always should be case sensitive. So anyone cannot know or hack about this. So this is the login ID. Log on to where you will write your password. On the first time login into the new account, you will have to change the password. Try to remember your new password without writing it down. This is the message or then. Otherwise it will give you this message. System message. You are not welcome to IDS and then 6.4.6c. So finally you can see that double click on the SAP login icon, display the, see, there is a lot of I can show you, this is a lot of, so development, then this is financial accounting, procurement, playground secure, playground and sandbox. So you will get this much of server over here. So where you want to go, you can go over here. When you click, suppose you have click on the development secure, it will directly go to this login. It will give you, when you log in, it will give you this. This is the client number. See, client number is usually automatically filled in. There is no need to fill it over here. Then you have to give your username, and here you have to give your password. Fill your current password. And this is if you want to change your password, so you have to click on your new password over here, and you can change. So after this, when you're going to log on, you will get this. And after this, when you complete this, then you will get this. Another screen. So click on the login button, click continue through the system method, display the initial SAP access screen. So this is the initial SAP access screen you will get over here. This is the first screen after logon. So this is the first screen after logon. It's a big screen. So you will see there is something which is called common field over here. Here common field you will be here. This is a common field. In everywhere you will find this field. Then you have a menu bar over here. This is the menu bar. This is standard toolbar. Standard toolbar you will find over here. This is the title bar over here. So SAP Easy Access SAP Retail, you will find out this. Then application toolbar. This is the application toolbar over here. This is the application toolbar. This is a screen body. This is a screen body over here. This is a screen body. And this is a status bar here below. You can see that there is a status bar. Then client that is used. Here you will get the client. This is the 100 client in which I am working. So you will see the 100 client over here. And this is the development. So it is written over here in the server name. A development or quality or production. So these are the things you can find out. See, after that, you will get this. See, here is, you will get some favorite. This is the favorite. Over here it is written. See, this is the favorite. So if you are going to expand this, you will get different I can say that department or different modules. So you can see that we have a logistics, we have material management, we have purchase, inventory management, invoice verification, invoice verification, logistic invoice verification, document entry. Further processing, we have this. We have physical inventory valuation, material requirement planning, service entry sheet, service master, foreign, then material master, product catalog. So this is the main. After that you will get a lot of things. So to open an application into navigation area, click on its node. So a transaction code, here you have to write the space using, this is a white space. Here we have to write some transaction code. A transaction code can be entered into a common field. What exactly is a transaction code? It is in the same session, when the enter additional session you will find. See, transaction code is nothing but a 2-line or 3-line number, alphanumeric number. It will give you and move to the next screen and where you want to go exactly. See, to end the current transaction you have to put /n, and to delete the current session you need to /i. These are the things. How much slide I have done? 45. Now SAP transaction. What exactly is the SAP transaction? A transaction is nothing but a task. A transaction is a task that you perform in SAP. A transaction is nothing but a task. Anytime you view a report or create or display a document, you are running a transaction. Anytime you view a report or create or display a document, you are running a transaction. Through transaction, you are getting each and everything. So every time you need a transaction. This is very important. Most transactions within SAP are associated with the 4-character code or transaction code. 4-character code, which is alphanumeric code. This transaction code can be used in the common field to jump directly to a transaction without having to follow navigation path. So these are the some transaction code overwritten: ME53, MM02, FB02, VA03, XK03. These are the some transactions for different work. So we have seen this. Some transaction codes are written over here. Let's see some transaction codes so understand these. So ABAP, some ABAP transaction overwritten. SE11 for data dictionary, then SE14 for database utility, 16 for data browser, SE16 for modify, SE30 table view maintenance, 37 function module editor, SE38 for program editor where we are writing a program, SA38 is program execution, SE80 is ABAP repository editor, SE18 for body, SE19 for body implementation, SE24 for class builder, smart form administrator, SE40 for area menu maintenance, 91 message maintenance, 93 transaction maintenance, SCI for code inspector. So these things you see, these are the transaction code, which is alphanumeric. Basically these transactions belong to these executions, these things. So SCI for code inspector. Then we have some path, database connection. AL11 for SAP file directory, you will get the directory file. Basically it will give you logical file path. SCU0, it will give you comparison customizing. SCMP comparison tables. It will then R3TR prog is basically a program. View, it will give you view, DOMA and domain, trans is transaction. FUGR, which is give you function group, TABL table structure, TDL data element, taboo table contents, form, SAP script form. Transport, this is a transport. It will give you the transport over here. Then FI basic, some basic FI transaction codes. EC01 copy check and company code. FKBP accounting maintenance, FBN1 accounting document number ranges, FBGP payment program, FI12 change house banks bank accounts, OB05 accounting clerk, OB13 chart of account, OB29 financial variant, OB37 financial variant, OB38 assigned company code, 52 posting period, 57 user tolerance group, 62 CC chart of accounts, OBA3 tolerance details, OBA4 tolerance group, A7 document types, OBAS vendor account, OBBO defined variants over here. Some general transaction over we'll see, and XYZ terminates current transaction and start transaction XZY, and terminate the current transaction it will, and then terminate all separate session and log off, and END, and correspond to system log off. NEX terminates all separate sessions and log off immediately. O, open a new session and start with XYZ. O, it's open a new session. I, terminate the current session. I1, I2, terminate the session with the number given. .abc, first path .abc refer to the underlying letter of the menu. /h debugging mode, HS system function. Search help menu can either be TC code in the search criteria description. New session, press shift and this colon simultaneously start menu, press shift enter entry. S000 SAP main menu will get. So these are the some transaction code. This is are the alphanumeric what I have told you. These all are alphanumeric. Then ASAP methodology. What exactly is the ASAP methodology? See, ASAP is nothing but as soon as possible. This is something different. It started with the project preparation, then business blueprint, realization, finance preparation, go live and support. So this is start with the project. When you got one project, suppose you have bid for some company called Pfizer. Pfizer is a big company, pharma company, and your sales department you are working for some company called IBM, and your sales department gone over there for Pfizer for bidding a project, and you won the project. When you won the project, so what your guideline to implement SAP over there? These are the some guidelines. Project preparation, you start for project preparation. You take a business blueprint, you start realization. Then you start final preparation and you will give you the project to them. You give the project to them over here. Go live and support. Then it will continue to implement your plan. And it will give you the plan over here. Then again, ASAP tools are tailor-made for an effective, fast and well-organized SAP R3 implementation. See, these are the some what we have seen over here. What we have seen over here. From project preparation to the go live and support. From project preparation to go live and support, there is something which we are going to elaborate more and more each and every process. Each and every process we are going to more elaborate over here. So starting with the project preparation. So what exactly the project preparation when you go for a bid and you won the bid, and when you won the bid, then how you start with project preparation. So you define goals and objective for your project. What exactly is the goal? How much time it will take to deploy their project to the Pfizer, and what exactly the problem we are going to face while deploying these projects. So each and everything you will define. Then clarify your scope, then your strategy, schedule and resources. All these things come under the project preparation. So when you going to bid over there and you won the project, after that you have to think about these goals, objective, clarify your scope, strategy, how much time it will take, your schedule, your resources, how much resources you are going to provide to the Pfizer to complete their work, how much resources you have, how much certified resources you have, how much resource you have is more than good experience. These things you have to plan. Then we have a business blueprint. Business blueprint in the sense requirement workshop, document business process, define baseline scope, refine overall schedule, each and everything. It's kind of blueprint we are going to make after project preparation. We are starting with a business blueprint. In the business blueprint, what we are doing, requirement workshop. What exactly the requirement of the Pfizer? We'll go to workshop for that. Then we are documenting the business process. Business process we are documenting what exactly the business process they are following. Then define baseline scope. Then after that we define the scope. What exactly the scope of the project in our scenario. Then refine overall schedule. Then realization. We realize on that. The system implementation and testing and release for it to the production. Then final preparation, which is testing and user training, system maintenance, cut over activities. Then final go live. Preparation, pre-production and live production support by the organization. These all come under your process. Then SAP solution for a new economy. A new economy, I meant to say, then SAP come with a new technology called mysap.com. It's a very, I can say, used basically in new economy, where it is emerging economy also. So MySAP is not a single product but a suite of products from SAP including R3. MySAP is a SAP business software brand for a small and medium-sized enterprise. Basically, mysap.com is SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprise, small companies. It is a SAP business suite software that includes a range of products like SAP Customer Relationship Management, SAP ERP, SAP Product Lifecycle Management, SAP Supply Chain Management, SAP Supplier Relationship Management, SAP Human Resource, and SAP Financial Management. So these all come under the SAP, just like starting with the products like SAP Customer Relationship Management, CRM, ERP, SAP Product Lifecycle Management, Supply Chain Management, Supplier Relationship, SRM, Supplier Relationship Management, then Human Resource and Financial Management. So all are included over here to provide the solution for the small industry where they cannot afford SAP R3. So next wave, mysap.com solution for a new economy. The new economy changes everything. More products, partners, transactions. The new economy changes everything. More products you will get, partners you will get, transaction you will get. Creating a new generation of e-business. Expand corporate boundaries. It will expand corporate boundaries. mysap.com and ERP extension. Web enable, customer relationship management and CRM. You can see that customer relationship management or CRM. Then we have a supply chain management. We have a strategic enterprise management, SCM. We have business information warehouse, WIB. We have a knowledge management, KM, and so on. Web enabled we have. These SAP have included these also. It become web enabled. It included CRM, SCM, strategic enterprise management, WIM, information warehouse, and KM, knowledge management. And still they are including. So how the enterprise application components have been worked out? It is a second generation, so it is between supplier and customer. There is a one chain over here. So company A have a ERP which is in build of all SCM, KM, BW, CRM, SCM, and web enabled. So it's a kind of middleware between supplier and the customer. So mysap. See, this is R3 and mysap enterprise portal, mysap supply chain. So all these things what we have seen in the R3, the same thing over here also. But basically it is for small enterprise, not a big enterprise. It is small enterprise. Then again, third generation are so enterprise application. So we have a web services over here. In between supplier and the customer, we have web services. Then company A have a same web services everywhere. You can see that in everywhere. It is each and every department has connected with each other. So we have a SCM, we have a KM, we have a CRM, we have a BW, we have a KM, each and everything integrates with another one. So my SAP over here, this is my SAP ERP, PLM, CRM, SCM and SRM, what we have seen in the R3 side, the same. So it is called SAP NetWeaver. So SAP NetWeaver integrated tools, these are the tools which SAP has been used now. SAP NetWeaver people integration, multi-channel access, portal collaboration we have, information integration we have, in which business intelligence and knowledge management has come, master data management, MDM, which is a new technology has come, master data management, process integration we have integration broker, business process management, and application platform JE, ABAP, J2E, ABAP and DBOS platform we are providing over here. So these are complete package of NetWeaver. So SAP NetWeaver, a core capabilities of SAP NetWeaver are the integration of people, information and process. People, information and process. These three things are integrated into SAP NetWeaver. In people integration, it simply means that it enables you to bring people together, help them to work more efficiently. The information integration means that you can bring together information from a variety of locations and have it makes sense to context of what your folks do every day. Process integration means coordination the flow of work across department division between the companies. So these three things we have seen in the ERP also. The same thing they have given you in the NetWeaver: people, process and integration, people, information and integration, people, information and process. So SAP Enterprise Portal, which is nothing but SAP EP, which is called SAP EP Enterprise Portal, helps create a software that brings together all the data and software tools that a person needs to do her job in one consistent user interface. So it will provide one user interface in which you can do each and everything. So it is nothing but SAP EP Enterprise Portal. Then we have a SAP Mobile Infrastructure, Universal Translator of Mobile Devices. So what it will do, it will give you all the activities in your mobile information. We have BI, business intelligence. So provide tools for information integration so what your people see in the consistent and accurate in the business intelligence. What they are seeing is consistent and accurate. We have MDM, Master Data Management, is a system for harmonizing information that is distributed across a wide variety of applications. So it will integrate all the things into one in the Master Data Management. We have a SAP Exchange Infrastructure, which is nothing but XI we call it in the SAP XI, integrate process and help application talks to one another. So it will provide you to communicate. Basically, XI will provide you to communicate from one system to another system. And this is kind of SAP EP. It is enterprise example where you will get each and everything in your system, just like home, my staff, you will get staff information, you will get budget. So my budget, so you will get budget information, collaboration room, employee self-service, sales analyst, you will get over your customer rating or customer ranking and all. You will get news, technology news over here. You will get a sales forecast or incoming orders and all. This is nothing but related with the forecasting. You will get calendar, your meeting scheduling and all. Here you will get the business planning and strategy, and you will get the policies related with your work when the company. So these all things you will get in a single portal, which is nothing but SAP Enterprise Portal, which is we call EP Enterprise Portal. So all the things which is related to your work, which is related to your company, you will get in a single integrated fixed screen where you get my staff, different tabs which have been used for different functionality. My staff, which is something related with the HR, my budget, which is something related with the FI, collaboration room, which is something related with your meetings and all, employee self-service, again it is related with your HR and sales and SD. So a kind of integrated software where you will get each and everything. The SAP people. What exactly how we call the SAP people? In the top, we call the consultant. The top people we call the consultant. In the consultant, there is two parts: technical consultant and functional consultant. The technical consultant, who is technical consultant? Who take care of ABAP, what we are going to learn. This is programming part, and the basis. This is networking part. So technical consultant, these are consultants who take care of basis and ABAP, and functional consultants who can take care of FI, CO, MM, SD, and other technology. So these are called the functional consultant, and these are called the technical consultant. And here we have a user. User in the sense, user of Hindustan Unilever, Pfizer, these all. Thank you very much for this session, and we have learned a lot here. Hopefully you understand a lot of things regarding the SAP, and some still one or two slides I will show you. See, SAP glossary, which is nothing but small things what I want to tell you over here. What exactly the GUI, we have seen the graphical user interface. This is nothing but the front end of the system. Then IMG is implemented management guide. Instance means application server. Each one has its own work process. Then we have a SysID, system ID. Internet transaction servers, we have OSS, online service system. I have seen you. RFC is a remote functional call. IDOC, I have told you about. An IDOC is a data container that exchange data between SAP system or between SAP system or external system. So IDOC document, basically it will do, it provides a communication between SAP system to SAP system or SAP system to legacy system or another system. Archiving, DART, legal data, operational data, and management data. These are something comes under the SAP glossary. Then we have a integrated business solution software apart from software vendor, which is the ERP vendors. Apart from SAP, there is some other vendors which come with ERP, which is nothing but PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, Oracle, Microsoft, IBM, and some other ERP also. So in these all ERP, SAP has captured, which I have shown you, almost 70% of the market of world. Then some industry which basically use the SAP over here. So you can count the number of industry easily who has used the SAP. So you can, anything come in your mind, any industry which come in your mind, I can give you guaranteed that that industry has using the SAP. Just like if you're looking for aerospace defense, SAP using automotive, banking, chemical, consumer products, engineering, construction, finance, healthcare, high tech, higher education, research, insurance, media, milk product, mining, oil and gas, pharmaceuticals, public sector, retail, service providers, telecommunication, utilities. All these industries, FMCG and most of the industries, apart from these, whatever the industries come into mind are using SAP nowadays. So I think 75% of the what I have told you, 75% of the industry, in 75% of the market of global Fortune 500 companies have been taken care by the SAP only. So SAP is the company which has captured almost 70% of the market of Fortune 500 companies. Now in India, I can say that most of the organizations have been using SAP. See, SAP basically it's a very big software, and it will cost you crores of rupees while you are going to implement that software in for any organization, and it is very difficult because of cost wise. Most of the companies are avoiding this. So SAP come with a new package, which is, I have told you, my SAP package. Basically it's a small, it is basically for SMEs, small and medium enterprises. It will not cost you that much, costing the R3. On that purpose, the SAP has introduced a small package of SAP, so that the small industry which cannot go for the R3, they can use this. They can use this because SAP want a monopoly that apart from the SAP, no one can lead the market. I can say that. So they come with a new. Each and every time they are coming with a new and innovative technologies. Now I have told you the SAP Mobility has come into the market. SAP Cloud has come into the market. So each and every day they are, I can say that they are doing some R&D work. Each and every day they are doing R&D so that they will give you some new products into the market. They will give you some innovative products into the market. So it is end of the day it is very for easy for the person who is running a business or using the SAP to utilize the functionality, utilize the facilities of the SAP. So SAP give you the flexibility, it will give you assurance of the security, assurance of the data integrity, assurance of the that whatever the data you will get the correct data. These things provided by the SAP, and this is a very niche product. I can say that most of the organization, even in India, big companies, whatever you can take the name, big organization, even I can give you the name of just like in Procter and Gamble, HUL, Hindustan Unilever Limited, SCC, Hindustan Construction Company, and I can say that most of the I can say pharma companies like Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson, and some other big companies are using SAP. In the automobile industry, you will go for Yamaha, Maruti, and Volkswagen. These are using SAP. You're going for then oil and gas, Reliance, Tata Energy. These are using SAP. So these are the most of the organizations. If you are going for nowadays, I can assure you now the higher education in the IITs or IIMs, they are also trying to implement SAP in their organization. I have seen that those things. So in the retail sector, in the public sector, most just like SAL and some big organizations are using SAP. In the retail, Reliance or Walmart, these are using SAP. Gas, oil and gas, I've told you about the mill products, just like generally mill, these are using SAP. Media company is using SAP. You can give anyone. Banking sector are using nowadays coming to the SAP. Consumer products company, engineering, construction. So most of the companies are using SAP. Why? Because it is very flexible to use. It's easy to understand. User cannot deny while they are seeing the functionality and the work of the SAP. These things come into the picture when they are thinking about the SAP. So I will give you the suggestion. If you want to go for the SAP, at least you go through from some net or to buy some book. You learn about the SAP, and if you want to go, if you are working in marketing or sales department, so you have a opportunity to learn SAP SD, sales and distribution. Who are interested in SAP, go in SAP SD side. They learn, and in the future, if they get any opportunity to work in SAP SD, they can move. And then we have SAP SD, we have SAP MM, who's looking for work, who has some experience in material management side, or who has some experience in the production planning, production side. So they can go for the production MPP. So the most of the chemical companies, the production planning, they have engineering company, construction company, they have production planning, so they can utilize those things. Aerospace and defense, here is also SAP can use